Even before Donald Trump took office, even before Donald Trump was elected for that matter, I have been talking about the authoritarian threat, the threat of fascism, the threat against American citizens that Donald Trump poses. And now that he's taken office and has signaled with his mouth multiple times that he's open to, in fact, loves the idea of the deportation of American citizens to foreign gulags, it's time to wake up. It's not just me. Many people in this space on YouTube and elsewhere have been sounding the alarm. Finally, the mainstream media is waking up to this, and I'm going to read a little bit from this Axios article. But before I do, here's the headline of the Axios article: 3 ways Trump's immigration crackdown could hit U.S. citizens. Finally. If you're worried out there, if you have trepidation and nervousness about being vocal against Donald Trump and this insane agenda that he wants to put forth to make MAGA secure, to allow billionaires to get more billionary while the rest of us suffer, I want to assuage your nervousness. It's not that there's nothing to be afraid of, but we will absolutely lose our country if we lose our gall, if we lose our tenaciousness, if we lose our patriotism and obligation to resistance. We'll lose everything. This moment is very important. Here are the 3 things, they're bullet points. I'm going to link to this below. Read every word of this article. Again, 3 ways Trump's immigration crackdown could hit U.S. citizens. Number 1, sending convicted U.S. citizens to prisons abroad. 2, putting critics of the administration's policies in jeopardy. And 3, questioning the authority of court orders. Now, all of this, what I've been talking about is that Donald Trump is now saying he wants to just send criminals, United States citizens, the worst of the worst homegrowns, to these foreign gulags. The problem lies in that if that is then accepted, then all he has to do is criminalize anybody, and then it's justified to send them away. And that is what absolutely he has planned for his critics. That would be you, that would be me, that would be other people who have negative things to say about this administration. But the manner with which they're going to do it is very, very nefarious. I'm going to read just number 2 here. We're going to go through this. Putting critics of the administration's policies in jeopardy. Some officials say U.S. citizens who criticize administration policies could be charged with crimes based on the notion that they're aiding terrorists and criminals. Free speech is not aiding and abetting terror. This I talked about last week with the pumpkin-headed Sebastian Gorka, the counter-terrorism czar, unqualified idiot employed by Donald Trump, threatening American citizens. This is, they quote him here. Quote, "You have to ask yourself, are they technically aiding and abetting them? Because aiding and abetting criminals and terrorists is a crime," White House Senior Director for Counterterrorism, Seb Gorka, said in an interview with Newsmax. Next bullet point, Trump's team also has questioned the legality of civics groups providing immigrants with quote-unquote know your rights trainings on how to respond to federal agents. Border czar Tom Homan suggested that such seminars help people evade law enforcement. Knowing your rights, if I tell you, hey, listen, if you get arrested, you don't have to talk. You have the right against self-incrimination under the 5th Amendment of the Constitution of the United States. Remember, the document they love. Me informing you of your rights and reminding you of what your rights are under the Constitution is apparently, let's get it right, helping people evade law enforcement. Which is more important, an individual's liberty and constitutional rights, or the power and weight of the United States government that is also held to the same standards that the Constitution outlines? Quote, "They're trying to use terrorism laws to attack people for their speech and for their political activism, and that's an authoritarian effort," said Carrie Talbot, co-executive director of the Immigration Hub, an immigration advocacy group. Look, I'm happy that the mainstream media is finally waking up to this. It would be nice if they could actually cover these items with as much force as they do the other nonsense, that they would stop giving Donald Trump the benefit of the doubt. It's nice to see that certain individuals around the media commentary industrial complex, we'll call it, people like Bill Kristol, people like David Brooks, that they're finally waking up to what exactly is happening. All of the people for so long have been denying that there is an alarm that needs to be sounded relative to the dangers of Donald Trump. And here they are finally joining us along with the mainstream media. Because listen, I've been called a crackpot. I've been called Trump derangement syndrome. I've get all of this nonsense, just a resist lib, all of this bullshit. But I've been right the entire time about Donald Trump. And many of us have. It's not like have some prescient understanding of what Donald Trump is capable of. I'm not. I'm just someone who's calling it like I see it. Calling balls and strikes. Witnessing before us what has taken place over the course of the last now almost 10 full years since Donald Trump came down the stupid escalator. And from moment one, when he maligned in a bigoted manner immigrants from Mexico, calling them rapists and drug dealers, and he assumes some are good people from day one, the Muslim ban. But it's not going to ever stop there. He wants to quash anyone who criticizes him. And it's going to start with more well-known critics of Donald Trump, and that wouldn't even include me, I think. There will be a time when my name gets mentioned. But there are many others who are at grave risk right now, and it's going to take all of us not shutting the fuck up. All of us rising up. Getting louder, in fact. If that puts me at risk, I'm going to be here doing just that. I will not be silenced. I will not stop saying fuck ICE and fuck you if you work for ICE. I will not stop saying fuck you, Donald Trump. And I would hope the same for you. What do you think? I invite you to this very important conversation. I know it's a whole bunch of stuff here, talking about mainstream media, talking about independent media, talking about resistance, but we're in the moment, and I hope that we can meet it. Comment below. You can also call the voicemail line, 714-576-4054. And of course, as always, you can email me daily at dollemore.com. Please consider supporting this work that I do. As long as I'm here, I hope you'll join me. You can click the join button below, and for $2 a month, become a channel member. I hope you consider it. You can also go to patreon.com/IDoubtItPodcast and join and help support this work there. Follow me on social media. I am at Dollemore just about everywhere, and I will see you next time. Until then, be genuine. Take care of one another.